Details tonight on plans to turn Myrtle Beach into Meta Beach. It's all part of making the city a smart city using new advanced technology. Our Ali Espinosa joins us live from downtown Myrtle Beach tonight, and Ali, city staff are actually calling this the fourth industrial revolution. Talk about the ultimate upgrade. So what does that mean for us here in Myrtle Beach?
Rachel, the overall goal is to improve our quality of life here in Myrtle Beach, and city staff say they're working to do that through new technology, and it's all starting right here in downtown Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach.
It's the second fastest growing city in the entire country. From its 60-mile beach to hosting one of the biggest country music festivals, Myrtle Beach is no doubt an area that has a lot to offer, and plans to bring it to the next level are ahead.
What we're looking to do, or what we're trying to do here, is create an urban environment where technology can help us improve our experiences, whether it's the services you receive from your local government, the experiences you have as a tourist in our town or a visitor in our town, but also, how we conduct business with our businesses.
Myrtle Beach Chief Innovation Officer Howard Waldy IV says he's been working to make Myrtle Beach a smart city since March of 2022. They're teaming up with Jennifer Hotai, co-founder of Osverse and Grand Strand Web3 Guild. Their teams are wanting to make the city more advanced to improve the quality of life for you and your family and any Myrtle Beach visitors.
There should be, a virtual 3D room that you can go and experience and be able to interact, see the menus in 3D, be able to go and experience the history of, of South Carolina, etc., go and have interactive experiences. I think that is something this whole state in general is lacking, but especially Myrtle Beach, it really should pop out a lot more.
Through more advanced tourism attractions and safety measures like acoustic detection systems, which can detect the sound of gunshots, which have already been approved, the city of Myrtle Beach is working to keep up with what's ahead.
Cell phones. Back in the 80s and the 90s, right, you had the original telephone. Some people had that phone in the briefcase, and now we all carry around these mobile devices that are smaller, but they're essentially computers at our fingertips. Smart cities technology is no different. It's just the next phase of technological evolution.
And right here behind me, the city is hosting an event called Fast Fest, where they're providing free information about smart cities to the community. This event goes until 6 o'clock tonight.
We do begin tonight with the wildfires burning in the Carolinas. As we come on the air, hundreds of first responders are battling the flames. The governor of South Carolina has now declared a state of emergency. A fire burning near Myrtle Beach, doubling in size overnight, 0% contained, threatening homes and forcing evacuations. And massive plumes of smoke can be seen for miles. Fire teams taking to the skies, helicopters and planes helping to douse the flames. More than 30 agencies now involved. Officials say more than 100 fires were ignited this weekend alone. ABC's Stephanie Ramos leads us off from the fire zone.
Tonight, urgent evacuation orders in effect in the Carolinas after multiple brush and wildfires erupted, threatening homes and businesses. The Carolina forest fire near Myrtle Beach doubling in size overnight to 1,200 acres and still 0% contained. More than 30 agencies and 400 personnel supporting the firefighting effort. South Carolina's governor today declaring a state of emergency. The inferno sending a massive smoke plume drifting into the sky. Officials warning of low visibility driving conditions. Air support conducting water drops to combat the flames. Carolina Forest resident Barbara Ginta telling us she first saw the flames Saturday afternoon, and then it got worse.
So that wind is what started it, and start one fire and just kept going and going and going, just catching everywhere, like all the woods behind us.
And how close did you see those flames? How
right
close
here,
did it get?
right there. See, right there, that's where I woke up this morning.
With much of the southeast in moderate drought, dry and windy conditions fueling the fast-moving fires. Wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour, prompting the South Carolina Forestry Commission to issue a statewide burn ban.
You can see these brush fires continuing to burn.
This fire in Tryon, North Carolina, forcing evacuations. Residents saying the effects could be felt for miles.
Oh, you can smell the smoke all the way in Columbus.
And there's still a lot of smoke here in this area here in Myrtle Beach as the fire continues to burn. Fire crews are spread out across this area. South Carolina officials say fortunately no one has been injured, and while structures have been damaged, none have been fully destroyed. Thankfully, the winds are expected to die down.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the whole elect. Knows in his gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is another lesson through the Spirit. Lord's will to be edifying. As we saw that the fires in the Carolinas, which they stated that doubled overnight, with 0% containing, in Myrtle Beach, which this is the same thing that happened in the Palisades fire. Same thing that happened during the Maui fires. And also when we had those particular storms, I think they were like hurricanes / tornadoes that ripped through 5 states in the South. I believe Georgia got hit, Florida, the Carolinas got hit, and I think it was Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. But a few states was hit by allegedly inclement weather, I would say, which we believe that Esau Edom is using his technology and his weapons to create these fires and tornadoes and hurricanes and tsunamis and all these other ordeals to push their new world order. As you know, we always go into the concept of what they consider the poly crisis, which poly goes into multiple. Something that a guy by the name of Charles Schwab basically came out and said it. Yeah, expect cyber attacks and power outages and, you know, all types of manifold things to happen on the planet Earth, because this is the Great Reset. And what are the chances here? It says Myrtle Beach formally launches Smart City Initiative, which just came out September 9th, 2024, which was roughly October, November, December, January, February, March, roughly 6 months ago, right? And all of a sudden, Myrtle Beach goes up in flames. So they're sure that there's foul play involved. And yet, you know, the people of America, they claim that they want this freedom and democracy and all this other blase. But these people are deliberately forcing you out of your homes, things you've worked for, okay, and displacing you. And yet, the only thing you can do, and you don't do nothing about it. You know, I mean, at this point in the game, the fact that everybody owes taxes, the fact that everybody's behind in rent, the fact that rent has went up dramatically, the cost of a carton of eggs right now is about $10-15. The fact that nobody's tearing shit up is above my pay grade at this point. How in the fuck do you allow the elites to hijack your whole nation in front of your face while admitting to do so in a roundabout way? Because at this point, this is just insult to injury. You want to set up a smart city, then all of a sudden a fucking fire just ignites out of nowhere, which I don't really know how common fires are to the Carolinas. So I'm not going to sit up here and say they're not common or uncommon, because I don't know. I don't live in the Carolinas, and I didn't really think to research the fires out there because it's just something you don't really hear about. But they can be quite common, right? But I just find it stunning that you people sit up here and know that all this shit is happening in your world and you don't do a goddamn thing about it. Even though this is, you know, the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, but it says Myrtle Beach formally launches Smart City Initiative. And I guess this is just the revision of what they want to do. You know, smart city. Which smart cities and everything that's smart goes into AI, because we understand that AI is getting ready to govern the new world. Okay, everything's going to be powered through artificial intelligence. And they mention Meta, right? Now, when you go into Meta definition, it goes referring to itself or the conventions of its genre as self-referential. Let's take a little deeper look. It says the enterprise inherently meta, since it doesn't review movies, blase, blase, suggesting explicit awareness of oneself as a member of its category. Meta is something that's awful or uber, okay? When you think of meta, You think of this AI shit, which everything is gearing over to this new world order. Okay, this is the plan of the elites, man. You see? So let's look here and see what, because sometimes it says, watch 1,200 acre wildfire at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, prompts state of emergency declaration, which 2025 is already Trump 2024 by record numbers already, all right? But it says a huge wildfire in Myrtle Beach has burnt roughly 1,200 acres as efforts by state agencies and National Guard troops to contain the blaze are underway. But at least 11 neighborhoods in the area are being evacuated, and the governor has declared a state of emergency. It says Republican South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster announced that he declared a state of emergency on Sunday. But this is the state of emergency that ensues our first responders who are working tirelessly and risking their lives to protect our communities from these wildfires. And it's always the same red and pony. It's the same dog and pony show. All right. It says dangerous wildfire conditions require that a statewide burning ban remain in effect until further notice. So he've declared a statewide emergency to support wildfire response across the state to ensure our first responders continue to have the resources they need, which all this shit is all deliberate at the end of the day when you think about it. It says U.S. Army soldiers accompany 111 General Support Aviation Battalion and 59 Aviation Troop Command. South Carolina Army National Guard prepared 2 Black Hawk helicopters to assist South Carolina Forestry Commission and the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources, right? Now, this is basically fires of what's happening here. Those homes are being burnt up. Prophecy.
Angel 3, okay. For Liberty. We got one of the structures in danger at this time. We got a pan line, bullet fire, and jet gun ready.
Yep. And it's all biblical prophecy at the end of the day. It says on Sunday at 10 a.m., crews said that the wildfires is estimated.
Again, added to the irony file. I mean, South Africa is like the world capital of lynching.
Yes.
Oh, I noticed. Yeah.
It's not so much white people who are targeted.
I'm aware. No, of blacks.
Yeah. That
Opium pop.
Wow. It's crazy. It was even talking and wouldn't even press play. But anyway, it says on Sunday at 10 a.m., crews said that the wildfire is estimated to be approximately 1,200 acres per the South Carolina Forestry Commission, but the fire has prompted a response of approximately 410 personnel manning, among other vehicles, and at least 127 apparatus. It says personnel said that they will continue to battle the flames until the fire is contained, but at this time there are no damages to structures and no injuries are reported. So when they say damages to structures, I'm assuming that allegedly people didn't lose their houses. But from what I'm looking at in the backdrop here, it looked like some shit was on fire, but who knows, man? Okay, but they claim that there's no structures, meaning that the houses are still intact. But, you know, Esau likes to lie, right? But nonetheless, this is Yahweh Shem Yahushai bringing judgment on this planet, because the Lord said that he was going to bring fire, according to Luke 12:49, which we'll get. Luke 12:49 in the King James Version, it says, I am come to send fire on earth, and what would I if it be already kindled? All right, and part of the fire is part of the destruction. Okay, the plagues, which these are nothing but more than plagues plaguing Babylon, which, you know, some of them could be done through naturally, but the Lord ultimately works on the mindset of these elites to fulfill their purpose, man, because it's all prophetic at the end of the day. You see, this is the book of 2nd Esdras 9:1. It says, and he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And how do we measure the time? Okay, for one thing, watching the news, these prophecies, going into these articles, filtering through the scriptures, you know, what's going on in the body. Like, there's a big shakeup among the body now, among various camps, because basically the Lord just pretty much, he just did away with the Sakari. The Lord literally just brought down the Sakari, you know, which we said what was going to happen, you know, but that started a big division in Israel, man, you know, because that was such a heavy camp through the spirit, you know, and the Lord finally got tired of him and he brought him down, you know, but nonetheless, that's measuring the time because the scriptures say that will happen. But it says, and he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I've told thee before, it says, then thou shalt understand that this is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And the Lord is visiting the world through plagues, tempests, fires, storms, fucking crash outs. I mean, bridges falling, waters turning into blood, signs in the heavens. Like, we just had a 7-planet galactic alignment, I believe, like on the last day, maybe February 26th or 27th of September, which, you know, that last Thursday, Shabbat, new moon, marked the beginning of the new year. Okay, that first Shabbat, I mean, that new moon Shabbat that we just had last week, that marked the beginning of the year. You know, 14 days after that, we in the Passover. You see, which that would be a blood moon on the night of the Passover. Okay, so those are all signs, man. And the Lord is telling us, like, look, I'm getting ready to make moves, man. Make sure y'all shit is in order. And we believe that through the Spirit, the Lord is getting ready to release that death angel sincerely this time. And if you don't have that spiritual blood over your doorpost, then, you know, it's a good chance that the Lord can come and take away your candle, you know. It's just not a time to fuck around. But it says, then thou shalt understand that this is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. It says, therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people of the world, and we're seeing that, it says, then thou shalt understand, or well understand, that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, because the Most High have always had prophets to speak on the impending doom. You know, like this guy mentioned, oh, I ain't no doomsday preacher. Well, that's probably why your ass is in this trouble, because you wasn't teaching doom and gloom, but instead you were too fascinated by the ways of this world and you got caught up in it. All right, and it says here, for like all that is made in the world hath the beginning and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. All right, and this is part of it. Okay, so anyway, these 15-minute smart cities can lead the way for the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast. Expect more shit to happen, more judgment, more strange events, more shakeups in Israel. You know, and hey, expect this so-called white man to crash out, man, because Esau, he's on crash out time right now, bro. Esau is just ready to throw in the towel. So just hold on, brothers, man. We almost out of here. But with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord's will, you are edified. To the next lesson. Shalom.
This is Dabu7. I want to share with you here some footage and some information connected to Myrtle Beach, as right now they have declared a state of emergency as they continue to fight this massive fire that you see right here, one of which we don't have an exact cause of how it started. Here is another angle.
Okay. We got one of the structures in danger at this time. We got a pan line, brick fire, and jet gun ready.
And a daytime clip here showing them fighting this blaze as it spreads. It should also be known that there is this plan that has been launched by Myrtle Beach to become a smart city. This was rolled out in September of 2024. It's over here on the Smart Cities World Initiative page. where you guys can check all this out, the information connected to it showing that there is a plan in motion to change up this entire city. I've also got a clip here of them blasting this in the news, kind of telegraphing what is to come from Myrtle Beach, talking about changing it into Meta Beach.
Plans to turn Myrtle Beach into Meta Beach. It's all part of making the city a smart city using new advanced technology. Our Ali Espinosa joins us live from downtown Myrtle Beach tonight. And Ali, city staff are actually calling this the fourth industrial revolution. Talk about the ultimate upgrade. So what does that mean for us here in Myrtle Beach?
Rachel, the overall goal is to improve our quality of life here in Myrtle Beach, and city staff say they're working to do that through new technology, and it's all starting right here in downtown Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach. It's the second fastest growing city in the entire country. From its 60-mile beach to hosting one of the biggest country music festivals, Myrtle Beach is no doubt an area that has a lot to offer, and plans to bring it to the next level are ahead.
What we're looking to do, or what we're trying to do here, is create an urban environment where technology can help us improve our experiences, whether it's the services you receive from your local government, the experiences you have as a tourist in our town or a visitor in our town, but also, how we conduct business with our businesses.
Myrtle Beach Chief Innovation Officer Howard Waldy IV says he's been working to make Myrtle Beach a smart city since March of 2022. They're teaming up with Jennifer Hotai, co-founder of Osverse and Grand Strand Web3 Guild. Their teams are wanting to make the city more advanced to improve the quality of life for you and your family and any Myrtle Beach visitors.
And as you can see, this is the plan to transform Myrtle Beach into a smart city. What are the odds we have this massive fire bearing down on the whole region, wiping everything out, and we have plans for a smart city in the region? And you just heard they're going to call this Meta Beach. And don't get it twisted. They're trying to push it like it's going to be some great thing, some advancement to help everyone's lives. But what it's really set up to do is to track and trace your every move. Join me on the live streams where I break this down in greater detail, going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on Dabu 77. Much love.